channel. My name is Zach, and welcome to day 4 of 30 of a video every day. Just once again, I want to remind you guys to please, any video you want to see, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to make a video for you. But today, as you can see by the title, we are going to be doing triggers with a backstory, or I think I framed it like show and tell ASMR, but basically these are items that have a story, and I figured this is a great pairing for ASMR, where I tap on the items or I use them as triggers, and then I tell you what the significance of them is to me. Alright, and with that, let's begin. Number 1 is this pop figure, and it is Domingo from SNL. Now, why do I have a pop figure that is dusty as heck? I don't have anything. Oh, here you go. But why do I have a pop figure of an SNL character? Well, last year, me and my friend, or call her R, were at her house, and we watched the Domingo sketch. The one with Ariana Grande. The first one where they sing Hot to Go. H-O-T-T-O-G-O. Except it's D-O-M-I-N-G-O. And we were dying. And we loved it so much that whenever they had new ones, like they had one with Charlie XCX where that was the espresso one. And then I don't remember what Sabrina Carpenter's was, whose song she's singing. It would either be Charlie XCX or an Ari song, right? Well, anyway. But when I saw this go up live, I was like, oh my goodness, I need to get that. And so I placed the order in like December of last year or something like that. And then, but I know it's either like December or very, very early. Very, very early this year. And I got it in May of this year. So it took a while for them to ship it out. But yeah, now I have a little, if you can see him in there, a little Domingo. And yeah, he's number 19. And it's direct from Domingo. Let me see if because that's what he says at the end of the song. Came all this way, had to explain. Direct from Domingo. Kelsey's a friend, she's like my sis, but we did hook up though. So that's the significance behind Domingo. Next up, I have a few things from when I went to France in high school. So in America, there are these things, well, they're everywhere I think, but primarily I've only seen like Americans go on them. There are 2 other places, but they're called EF tours. EF tours. And my group with my French teacher and all my French classmates, we were the first group to go after COVID, and I think the first group to go in general. Don't quote me on that though. But we had such a fun time. We were there for 10 days and we took a tour of France. So we kind of started in Paris for, I think it was 2 days we were in Paris. And then we went down to Bordeaux and then took the train, or we took the train to Bordeaux, and then we got a bus in Bordeaux, like a coach, and we went down to Biarritz, which is where I want to live forever. That town is literally, literally give it a Google. Biarritz, France, B-I-A-R-R-E, but, or no, B-I-A-R-R-I-T-Z. But anyway, and it was so beautiful the whole time, like, I couldn't get over it. And so, this little card is from when we stayed in Paris. This is a key card from La Défense de Boulevard de Neuilly. 9208 Paris, La Défense de France. And yeah, we actually got upgraded in this hotel from the one next door. I don't exactly know how that worked, but I don't know how much of an upgrade it was, because on one of the days I was getting into the elevator and I saw a full-on cockroach, and I was like, interesting. But would not trade it for the world. I had so much fun, so much fun, so much fun. And then these are a couple of my boarding passes. So this one is from when we went home. So this is when we took off from Nice and went to let's say it's not Hamburg, Frankfurt, Germany, for our connecting flight home. This is that boarding pass. And then this is when we went from France back, or when we went from Denver to France. This is that boarding pass. But yeah, that's cool too. And then we went to the Fragonard perfumery, and would not recommend if you are sensitive to smells like I am. I got the worst headache of my life at this facility. And like, I couldn't go outside because everyone else was interested in learning about perfumes, and you had to have a buddy, and like everyone else on that trip was like, oh my god, I love perfume, and like bought stuff, and like I just had to sit there with like the biggest headache of all time. Shouts out to my friend who had Advil, because oof. But yeah, I would say that the south of France is my favorite place that I've visited so far. It's an absolute blast. Alright. Next up, we have this bag of money. This is from it says, I think right, yeah, the Federal Reserve. Okay, this is not where this came from, fun fact. It says the Federal Reserve of Kansas City. However, well, it might have come from Kansas City, but we got it in Denver, because if you don't know, here in Colorado, in Denver, we have a mint. So if you ever look on a coin, underneath, I think, the year is where it was minted, you'll see if there's a letter D there, that means it was told us there was like, oh, here it says it right on the back actually. Currency shreds are created from notes no longer fit for circulation. There is approximately $165 of unfit currency in this bag. Next up, we have one of my favorite possessions of all time. So a little bit of backstory would be that my family are a Disney family, and when I say that, I mean like my aunts have annual passes to Disney World. My aunt bought a house near Disney World. We went I think 3 or 4 times as kids, and one of the times I convinced them to bring us to Universal because I was a Harry Potter kid. I still enjoy Harry Potter. I just don't stand with the beliefs that J.K. Rowling has. I think she's a bigot and she's crazy. With that out of the way, I got Dumbledore's Elder Wand. I got the Elder Wand that Dumbledore wield until Harry wields it. But yeah, we had gone I think 2 or 3 times before, and then I think the Universal trip was the last one we ever went on. But let me tell you, it was so much fun. Alright, with all of the build up out of the way, this is the Elder Wand. It barely fits on the screen. You can see the little runes around the hold. So I kind of love holding this like Voldemort would. But I also enjoy holding it like a pencil. That's kind of fun too. I'm kidding. I just mean kind of like. But this little nib up here at the top, you can see that it controls spells around the magical, or the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal. So there are windows and shops you can walk into that have little instructions painted on the wall, and you can go up and do swish and flick, and it'll do the spell, and it'll do the end, it'll do the little thing. And me and my brother thought this was crazy. To this day, I've probably read the Harry Potter books at least 10 times. But I'm proud to announce I always read them from a library. The only Harry Potter book I have now is because I got it from the library. They were giving it away. So I never gave her money, I swear. Well, I guess my parents and family did. But now we can denounce her and just have fun with the world she created. what's happening outside. Alrighty. And then for my last and final trigger, I don't know how tingly this is gonna be because it's a stuffed animal. But this is my manatee. I got when I was very, very young. And as you can see, my dog ate a little bit of her. But now she has this little shirt on, which I added only a few like weeks ago. But the reason I have a manatee is because when I was little, we went to Florida, and when I was little, manatees were my favorite animal. And so when we went to Florida, I was like, if we don't see manatees, I'm gonna throw a fit. And so, because it wasn't like the proper season to go to Florida to see manatees, we went and saw some that live in like a heated pool, or like a heated, like it's a spring basically, like it's a naturally heated spring where they keep captive some manatees that couldn't live on their own, I'm pretty sure. And so we got to see manatees, and I got this little manatee. Her name is Rachel. I don't know why there was like a significance to that back then, but I don't remember why her name is Rachel. It just is. And then the little shirt she's wearing used to be my brother's when he was super little. And it says cute but crabby. And it's from the Shed Aquarium in Chicago, which is where my family, well, some of my family still lives, but we live in Colorado now. So yeah. Alrighty, that is everything I have for you today. Thank you guys so much for coming to day 4 of 30, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 5. Once again, if you want to see any video, literally any video, leave it in the comments, and maybe I'll make it. I'm kidding, I probably will. I love you guys so much. I'll see you tomorrow.